seeing them the first.
Krylenko. So he's back. Another Bulgaria they use as a killer. Take a look. You should remember him. This man kills for pleasure.
James Bond, the notorious, amazing Dr. No secret agent, is back, and half the world is out to kill him. As he pits his murderous talents against the Iron Curtain and its velvet women.
Well, I'll tell you something, Colturni. You're one of the most beautiful girls I've ever seen.
I think my mouth is too big.
No, it's the right size. For me, that is.
From Russia with love comes Tatiana, bait for the trap. From the four corners of the world come the men and women who play a deadly, dangerous game of espionage.
Do not be alarmed, my friend. We will make you as comfortable as possible.
Ali Kerim Bey, head of Station T, Turkey. Krasnogransky, codename Grant. Chief Executioner of Spectre.
My orders are to kill you and deliver the lector. How I do it's my business.
M of British Secret Service. The woman called Rosa Klett, playing a double cross.
Glad.
Romano! The door! Romano!
From Russia with love. They dance for him. They yearn for him. They die for him. From Zagreb to Sofia. From Venice to Istanbul. From Paris to London. Agent 007 cuts an inimitable path through the palaces and boudoirs of espionage.
James, you're hurting me!
I'll do worse than that if you don't tell me. I'm doing this under orders I know. What are they?
Even if you kill me, I can say nothing.
You can't, Mr. Bond. You cannot escape.
Russia with Love is a James Bond movie that was released on October 10th, 1963. This is going to be my first James Bond review, and I thought, what better movie to start with than from Russia with Love. And we'll get into why that is later in the review. So, but what do I think of this movie? Well, let's find out. And of course, we're gonna start with the story. The story follows our hero James Bond 007. And he willingly falls into an assassin ploy by the evil criminal organization Spectre. Yeah. And this assassination ploy is in revenge ends to the death of Dr. No, and it involves a naive Russian woman named Tatiana. And he falls into this ploy in order to get back the Soviet encryption device known as the Lecter that was stolen by Spectre, their evil organization. And the story is, pretty much about how it all goes down. So what do I think of the story? Well, I actually think it's a really clever story. Um, um, it is it's very intriguing because well, even though you probably know what's going on, the characters ers, ers don't know what's going on for some time, and when they do find out what's going on, that's what brings the story together. And it is very and it's very and it's overall just a really, yeah, a fun story to follow. It's oh um it has loads of charm, and it has it has an added semi-sexual tone, which I like. Um, but more on that later. So until then, I like the story of From Russia with Love. It's a very great story. Um, as for the action scenes are awesome. You've got there's plenty of gunfight. There's a really good gunfight. There's also I like the fight scene on the train. That is well done. And some of the ending action scenes are explosively good. There yeah, there's even a few explosions. There's there's much more action than the first movie, Doctor No, and and for that, it's very satisfying. I mean, considering and yeah, I love the action scenes in the movie. Um, so okay, now as for the production values, the cinematography is really good. The music is hit or miss. There's a couple. There's like they do play the James Bond theme song at some point in the movie, and that's just always good. And I even kind of like the song from Russia with Love by Monroe, I believe his name is. Um, and some of the score is good, but a lot of it is kind of forgettable. Well, and the art direction is pretty good for the most part, and the set decoration is also pretty good. The editing is pretty standard, and the sound. But I will say the sound effects are pretty good. Nerd. But yeah, yeah. So again, the production values are kind of hit or miss. Um, a couple of other things. I like Tatiana. She's she is hot, and um, and she also actually kind of has a good character as well. Um, oh, oh, and her interactions with James Bond are kind of what brings it together, and the movie also has very good writing as well. Oh, Sean, I mean, it's Sean Connery who's always good, but yeah. Um, so yeah, and I also like the dancing scene at the Gypsy Festival. Actually, the entire Gypsy scene is pretty good too. You know, I even kind of like the fight between the two women who are fighting over the uh fighting over the man who's fighting over who's gonna marry this man. Um, so yeah. Um, uh, and and this is the first time Blofeld is introduced. You don't really see him, but but his voice is just so genius. I mean, so yeah. I'm gonna. So overall, I think From Russia with Love is a great movie. It's probably one of the best Bond movies. Is um because of its great story, its its writing, its action scenes, its 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 cinematography and uh some of its music and art direction and set decoration. The only flaws that I do have with it are the mu- are or some of the music is forgettable and the editing is pretty standard. Um, and and actually those are the only flaws I can think of. It's just a it's it's a great movie. It's it's an awesome movie. If you all right, if you like James Bond movies, this this is an essential Bond movie to see. Yeah, yeah. Or if you want to get into the series, you can start with this one. And actually, you don't have to start with Doctor No. Actually, but yeah, I highly recommend From Russia with Love. Of great movie. So overall, I'm gonna actually give it a 5 out of 5 with the title of Epic. So that's that's my review. I'm Spike Robot. Thank you all for watching. Rock on. Take it easy.